noise. Comrade Chairman, Comrade Prime Minister in waiting, Comrade Senator, Comrade Mayor, Comrade Dr. Morris Guy. Big up yourself, sir. My colleague candidates in St. Mary. I heard somebody said today one Omar, and I said no, it's two Omar, but it's one Woodbine. And it's one Newell. And everything Chris. And comrades all, I greet you in the name of Horace Clark, Morris Guy, and the People's National Party. Select when I sang there.
That a Newell them style big spark up and elastic.
All right, selector. Easy, 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 easy. Comrades, I hear a man once say, if you don't show people your pedigree, them take you for mongrel. And over the last few days, a whole lot of things have been said. Because people who are not accustomed to achieving cannot understand how a little boy could grow up in a one-bedroom house with 5 on one bed and make it to one of the top universities in the United States. And so, the little man with them sent to compete in Central St. Mary, who is the weakest of all the candidates who nominated on Monday. Him and him colleagues believe that we can relegate representation to who got the most party and who attend the most bake sale. So I want to tell you, comrades of St. Mary, I now going on a posting picture business with a guy about party and bake sale. But I just might. Tell them when them post a picture of them candidate graduating, I will post a picture of me attending a round robin. Hey, 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 hey. And further, let them know when they post a picture of their candidate who spent nearly 20 years in the police force and left a constable, when they post him getting a promotion, I will post a picture of me attending a meeting. Don't worry about them. I'm a little one, granny say feel off. Representation is serious business. And I made a promise to the leader, so I'm not going to talk long. But I have offered myself to be your candidate because I believe representation is serious business. I am coming to you because I have a suite of plans that you have given your input to and your blessing to, and I believe strongly that it will improve your quality of life. So when them ask you about party, tell them Newell have plans. When them ask you about round robin, tell them Newell have plans. When them ask you about bake sale, tell them Newell have plans. We're gonna build a minimum of 500 housing units in this constituency of Central St. Mary. The party leader put me as the deputy shadow for industry and commerce. And we are going to transform Ballards Valley into an integrated development that includes residential and commercial. We're going to have factory space. We're going to have warehouse space. We're going to put in logistics. And we're going to create employment for our people.
You not worry about them. I'm a little boy, my granny say feel no friend.
Tell them we have plans. We're going to transform the road network because the party leaders committed to spending less on highways and more on interior roads. And we're going to make sure that the road from the highway to Robbins Bay is rehabilitated once and for all. And the people in Robbins Bay will take care of the rest.
You not worry about them. I'm a little boy, my granny say feel no friend. Me born a water house and now I'm on the mountain.
Tell them we have plans. We're going to transform Horace Clark High School into a center of excellence for technical vocational education and training. And we're donating the car next week.
me nah worry about them. Come me a little boy, me granny say feel out friend. Me born a water house and now I'm on the.
So tell them, say, whether them a labor right or PNP or no P at all, if their child goes into 9th grade at Horace Clark in September, they will be able to leave 11th grade with a level 3 certification from heart in auto mechanic and go look work and make money in them pocket.
And the wicked came to eat up my flesh. They stumbled and fell. Shan't stop, me nah worry about them.
Tell them, we have plans for Paji Beach, but we're not going to do it like them. Because any development we do at the beach, the people will have free access to the beach because the beach belongs to the people. Tell them, we are going to complete the work that was started in Frontier, and unlike them other ones who bulldozing people from land all over Jamaica, we're going to give people them title so poor people can leave them land as an inheritance for them people. You see, comrades, I chose the People's National Party, and I chose to apply to be a candidate with Mark Golding as leader because I see the contrast between the PNP and the JLP. And nowhere is that contrast as evident as in Central St. Mary. I tell you a story. Just today, we have to add something to our budget, comrade leader. Because my opponent make big flyer, took over some people fund day in Highgate, promised them $100,000 in sponsorship. And when them call for get the money, tell the people them all him can give them is a few bags. That is not integrity. That is not leadership. That is not what the people of Central St. Mary deserve.
Call it brave, don't call it love. Yeah. One aim of the riches, I'm a target up. I'm a target up. So
when people ask, why so many young people follow Newell? Why so many old people follow Newell? It's because I have grown with you and you know that I am a man of my word. When I say I'm going to do it, I do it. What I say I'm going to deliver, I deliver it. Hold on, selector. Hold on. The same thing happened with the Marlin tournament, where I'm commit to play for the second place for the tournament. And when the people call him, they can't get to him. My wife and I had to step in and sponsor the first and second place. We are a party of integrity, and we have a leader who is a man of integrity. A man who, even when the PNP was in power, was always fighting, even in the most austere of programs, and saying we need to do something for the poor people. We need to ease the little man. So comrades, the only thing left for ask, are you ready for Chris Brown to be the Member of Parliament for Southeast? Are you ready for Omar Woodbine in Western St. Mary? And are you ready to hear tonight from the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, the man who will bring us to a new direction of progress? Make some noise and welcome to the platform, Mark.
Mark Golden, yeah. Mark Golden ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, yeah we're ready. The people them ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready. Whoa! Look at the people raising up, the whole Jamaica waking up. Get ready for go with gold, and the man with passion and a purpose. From Kingston straight to Bay, I'm a gold in them say. Get ready to make up a new way, yo. The entire Jamaica know, Golden are the best and it's show. When Golden step on the road, the people are really see love. Whoa, so let me see your hands up so. Every Jamaican, put your hands up so.
Is the selector. Oh my gosh. Port Maria, you feel electric tonight. What are vibes in the house? All protocols observed. I want to big up everybody on the platform. Your worship, the mayor, Senator Morris, Dr. Murray's guy, OMC Lenroy, and of course, your three candidates here in St. Mary who represent the up-and-coming generation of young PNP politicians across the nation, in whom I am well pleased. Starting in the west with Comrade Omar Woodbine, moving to Central, yeah. Moving to Central. Moving to Central with Comrade Omar Newell. And then in the south, southeast, in the southeast with Christopher Brown. And comrades, a special shout out of love and appreciation to all of the items who are here tonight, who have been on the tour across the parish today, and who find yourselves here in Port Maria to support your party. God bless you. What a wonderful night has
when
been.
When you want to talk about good leader, you have to talk about Mark. Let me say forward, Marky G, forward. Forward, Marky G. Let me say forward, Marky G.
Comrades, last year in the local government election, the people of St. Mary were very good to the People's National Party yet again. And we took the council and restored it where it rightly belongs, in the column of the People's National Party, under the mayor, His Worship, Comrade Fitzroy Wilson. Comrades, a full circle now, and we're in the national, we're in the general election in just a few days' time. And I'm asking each and every one of you to repeat that victory again and return St. Mary, East, West, North, South, all three constituencies, Central, Western and Southeast, to the People's National Party, so we can feel irie together.
Sound the trumpet.
Orange
the
country.
Ship just sink. Jamaican people, who don't know since the time come for the labor right them. Pack up and go and leave out.
Comrades, the next PNP government is going to be a government that has to transform Jamaica. We are taking a country which has been through 10 years where the economy has not shown any appreciable growth. And the Prime Minister has a habit of departing from the truth and has been saying that the Jamaica Labour Party rescued Jamaica. The whole world knows that that is not true. Because when the People's National Party came to government the last time round in the beginning of 2012, we inherited a situation where Jamaica was on the rocks. We had abandoned the IMF program. Our name was mud in the international community. And under Portia Simpson Miller, Sister P, and Peter David Phillips, and the team, we steadfastly rebuilt the reputation of Jamaica. We got ourselves back into our program to transform the economy, to build the revenues of the country, and to reduce the national debt. We delivered on the program in such a way that the managing director of the IMF herself had to fly down to Kingston, Jamaica to big up Dr. Peter Phillips and the PNP government.
Yes!
And because we knew that we couldn't trust the other side with the ship of state and the management of the economy, we had to strengthen the fiscal rules, and we had to ensure that every government going forward would maintain the momentum and keep Jamaica away from the shores of bankruptcy and on the right path to fiscal prudence. So we put it in the law, and they have had to maintain what we started because it is in the law and they can't depart from it. Sandra Holness, stop talking about you and your government. Rescue Jamaica. You and your government are a huge disappointment to the people of Jamaica. Because what you inherited was a platform on which to grow a strong economy and create wealth for the people of this country. And you've let us all down with anemic growth, little growth, and no wealth and no prosperity. I shouldn't say no wealth, because there are a few who have made money in large numbers, and they tend to be the friend and company of those who are in the government now and the members of the government themselves. That is why we have to build back trust and confidence in the leadership of the country by maintaining utmost integrity and accountability in what we do when we form government. And that is my intention. We are going to introduce impeachment into the Constitution so that there cannot be a situation again where a member of Parliament is caught on video in a car park holding a massive wooden stool and beating a woman bad there for everybody to see, and nothing happens to that person. And in fact, he's once again a candidate running for the Jamaica Labour Party in Central Westmoreland.
Yes!
All of our spokespersons and shadow cabinet members have signed the Integrity Commission's Leadership Code of Conduct. Every single one of us. To the 7 principles of good governance and international standard. Not one Labourite has signed it. You have to ask why. It can only be because they don't believe in that. When we form government, I'm going to amend the law so that all members of the executive who are part of the government will have to have their Integrity Commission declarations published in summary form, as is the case now for the leader of the opposition, and should be the case for the Prime Minister. But his can't be published because this is not certified, because his thing is not straight. And we are going to amend the gag clause in the Integrity Commission Act, because right now we know that there are 10 or so members of Parliament who are under investigation for corruption, an offense called illicit enrichment. The only one who we know of right now is the Prime Minister himself, because his report came to Parliament. But there are people being asked to vote for persons who might be under investigation and nobody knows. That cannot be right. So we're going to amend the gag clause so there's a better balance between protecting people's reputations and transparency and public information and important issues. Comrades, we have a number of important policies for the workers of this country. First of all, there is this use of contract work, which is being abused in some cases, keeping workers on a string with these short-term contracts that they keep rolling, denying those workers the full raft of benefits that Jamaican employment law is supposed to guarantee. We are going to change that by legislation and by moral suasion as well. And comrades, we want the workers of Jamaica to get a little ease from the cost of living crisis. So we are going to remove tax from overtime pay for all workers in the public sector and the private sector earning under $6 million a year. Security guards, police officers, nurses, firefighters, all workers, when them payday come and they don't get the tax and the overtime, they'll have more money in their pocket and life will be a little bit easier. In the tourism industry, the hotel workers, we have been advocating that their tips and their gratuity should not be taxed. Right now, when their tips are collected by the hotel and they get it in their payroll, in their pay at fortnight or monthly, it is taxed. A promise was made by this government to remove it. They haven't done so. The next PNP government is going to deliver for the hotel workers, and their tips and their gratuity will be received without tax. They'll have more money in them pocket when they get paid a month-end or fortnightly. Month-end or fortnightly. We are going to remove tax from people's pension. So the old people, the elderly, the infirm, those who have served a career of service for the nation and now rely on their pension will not have to pay tax on their pension. And we're going to ensure that the necessary arrangements are put in place so that persons who should be receiving their pension get their pension. Because right now, many times, they have to wait for months and years after they retire to start getting their pension. And it's not fair on them. Life is hard on them when they can't get their pension. We have to sort that out, and we will do so. Comrades, you will have heard, I hope, because we have been talking about it all the time, our plan for the students to ensure that the children who sometimes don't attend school because their parents don't have lunch money will no longer have to miss school, because we're going to guarantee a hot, nutritious meal for every needy child at primary school and in secondary school under the EASE program. And for those who struggle to send the children to school because the transportation is too high, we have the right program where we'll be providing a subsidy. 10 for each child. We'll be providing a subsidy, 10,000 per month per child, if we check it out and see that they are struggling with the cost of transportation to reach school. And the money for the feeding program and for the ride program will be spent with the farmers and will be spent with the transport operators, so they will benefit as well, and the economy will have more money in it, and people will feel better off, and the children will have an easier time and will be able to learn in school and fulfill their potential. And of course, we have the First in Family Scholarship too, because we believe in education as an antidote to poverty. And I have seen with my eyes children who are bright and have worked hard and done what their parents tell them to do and made their parents proud, keep out of bad company and do well in their exams, get a whole heap of subjects, but they can't cross the financial barrier. Well, we are going to implement the First in Family Scholarship. If you are the first child in your household to have qualified for university or college, you will get a full scholarship under the next PNP government, so that you can pursue your dreams and qualify yourself for a better job and a better life. And we expect you, in turn, to help your brothers and sisters. Yeah, man. But comrades of St. Mary, all of these programs, and we have others too, and I urge you to familiarize yourself with our manifesto and look out for the ads that we're running on TV and in social media, where we take out the different elements of the manifesto and explain them in plain English, in easy Jamaican language, so you can understand it. Because we want you to know why it's important that on the 3rd of September, the People's National Party form government again. It is not just about getting rid of a wicked and uncaring and corrupt government. That is part of it. But it's also about ensuring that Jamaica can develop and that Jamaica's economy can grow, and that the people of Jamaica are invested in and can support the kind of growth that is needed to transform our nation from one where so many of our people have to aspire to leave our shores to make it in life, to one where they can stay right here because the opportunities are here for them to improve themselves and achieve their hopes and dreams. So the 3rd of September is a vital day for Jamaica. One aim and one destiny is what we're pursuing. And that is, time come for a better life. Time come for a better
Marky
life.
G, I know you a champion. Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey, Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. See them all hype up, but that still not spite me. Gold in a cut and got you because I love in a heart. And none of them can. Hey, Marky G, we don't know, so none of...
Yes, selector. So St. Mary, I have to ask you as I wrap up, are you ready for the 3 candidates here? Omar, and Chris, are you ready to bring them to Garden House? Are you ready for the People's National Party to form government and serve the nation again? And are you ready for Iman, Mark Jefferson Golin, the one the nation now calls Marky G, to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica? Comrades, you look like you're ready, and you sound like you're ready. I feel the vibe, the wind of change is blowing. Victory! Victory!
Yeah, we're ready.
Victory will be ours. One love, comrades. God bless you all. The word is love.
Look at the people raising up. The whole Jamaica waking up.
Comrades!
Get ready for go with gold. Any man with passion and a purpose. From kings and straight to be. I'm a gold in them say. Get ready to make up a new way. A new way. Yo, the entire Jamaica crew. Golden are the best and it's show. When Golden step on the road, the people are really still up. Whoa, so let me see your
Comrades, as we wrap up, the only thing left to do is for the selector to play one verse of Jamaica Arise, the party anthem. So comrades, please be upstanding.
The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal.
The word is love, comrades. The word is love. Selector, now we're going to turn it down to the party. So, comrades,